Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you have been drawn to this reading, this video, we'll be taking a look at your divine connection, however way you see that connection, an ex-partner, a soulmate, a twin flame. This could be your past love, a lost love. You could see them as the one for you. So that's the energy that I'll be diving into for this reading. General advice as always, so please do keep that in mind throughout the reading and only take the parts of it that truly resonate for you. All right, guys, let's get into it. Sagittarius, hello, guys. All right, let's begin. When it comes to the person you're focused on for this reading, what is the message? What do you need to know? What does your person need to bring forward to express through this reading? Angels and spirit guides, please, for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Please bring it forward. We have soul recognition. It was soul love at first sight. Soul love at first sight, love at first sight. The first time you guys ever laid eyes on each other, there was something there. That's indescribable, undeniable. All right, what else for Sagittarius? Okay, so we have lifetimes. I have never loved another like you in any lifetime. For some of you guys, maybe you connected in past lifetimes. Maybe you picked up off of that vibe the very first time that you really did see each other in this lifetime. Let's see what else. And maybe you'll have another lifetime after this one. We do have united. We are always together in spirit. So this is coming through for those of you at a distance. They're not with you. You're not with them. So maybe in the 5D realm, you guys are together in that way and connecting and interacting. You know, again, the soul recognition coming through. All right, Sag. So let's go ahead and see what else. Let's pick up some additional insight here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Sagittarius. What else do we need to know here? Mirror. Okay, mirroring each other, self-image, relationships, reflect our wounds, introspection. I can't help but feel this pretty strongly for twin flames, but you know, that could apply to other types of connections, of course. Maybe this person didn't have a very good self-image of themselves. They could have had old wounds before you even came into the picture. Let's see what else. Maybe you both relate to this. Obviously, there's that mirroring energy, right? I'm also getting, before I show the next card, I do feel when you guys love, you love hard. When you disagree with each other, when you argue with each other, you fight hard as well. Not necessarily fight in the typical interpretation of that word, but just, you know, there's gusto there. There's power in it. So you love hard and, you know, you want to make sure that your person understands where you're coming from when you are in disagreement as well. We have self-indulgence, focus on self, self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. I actually love that, considering the reference to the message here, reflect our wounds, right? Something tied into those wounds. So shadow work can be healing, very healing, pertaining to whatever the behaviors and emotional traumas and wounding that might be coming through for either of you. It could have something to do with self-sabotage behaviors, you know, so that helps us to be able to dig through our issues and address it and heal from it, to be able to release whatever issues could be buried, you know. So let's see what else. So somebody here could have struggled with their self-worth. Maybe that's something that you relate to. It could have also been very similar for both of you, which is why you could be mirroring each other. What else here for Sagittarius? We have the snake. Okay, competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. Okay, that will not apply to everybody, of course. For others, it could be the other man. Take it how it makes sense. All right, so there could have been trust issues here. Part of those wounds that are coming through here, I feel, for some of you, has to do with trauma that you might have experienced either as a child, growing up, maybe, you know, it could have something to do with maybe your parents and how their relationship was. It could have something to do with that. Some sort of trauma, watching other relationships that didn't work out, you know. So yeah, there seems to be trust issues here. Some sort of drama. I feel a Tower card might be coming through maybe in the tarot once we tap into that. A love triangle situation. Let's see what else. And, you know, the lifetimes reference. Maybe you guys had some unfinished business in a prior lifetime that might have something to do with infidelity. Love triangles. Give me another card here. We have boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. Some of you guys, maybe you lack closure when it comes to this relationship. Maybe they lack closure as well. So some things that need to be ironed out, that needs to be addressed, healed from, learned from, okay? So let's grab some insight from tarot and see how that presents itself. Especially if you relate to this either from your part or your person or both of you. So maybe you both experienced things that were difficult, that were challenging, that were traumatic, either when you were younger or from prior romantic attachments. All right, we're starting off with the Eight of Cups. So if you haven't already, there is this need to walk away from situations that were not good for you, especially if it's got something to do with love rivals and drama and tower moments and, you know, third-party situations. So yeah, I really do feel it would be crucial to focus on your shadow work, and maybe this is something that your person needs to focus on as well. All right, I'm telling you, here it is. Here it is. I have shuffled this deck all day because of this batch of readings. I do them all in one day. And as I mentioned, I really do feel that tower energy that created a separation for the two of you. It was difficult, but I'm also getting that it could have been predictable. You know, maybe you saw it coming, especially if it was maybe a similar experience in a past lifetime. The Judgment Day has arrived. Okay, some of you guys could be thinking of Aries or Libra. An awakening, self-evaluation, 100%. You know, going back to the self-indulgence reference, right? Focus on the self. Time to heal, self-appreciation, the self-worth. It's picking up off of that Judgment energy, I feel. So I'm getting this person wasn't always very easy to deal with when you guys were together. Maybe they see you in the same way, like it wasn't easy being in a partnership with you. I don't know, I'm just getting that for some. But you've both learned. You've both learned lessons here during this time. And that could be part of the progress that can be made. You know, moving on from the past, closing the door to the past, and just focusing on what you can build moving forward. It's interesting because this is the next card. We've got the Six of Swords. It really is about moving on. You know, whatever that baggage implies, it's time to let it go. It's time to release it. You know, there's the progress. There's this boat wanting you guys to just move forward. It's time to move on. The past will no longer serve either of you. So this tower could be a blessing, wanting you guys to just create a different foundation for the partnership if that's what you're both wanting. I feel what this person wants to tell you is they regret some of the things that they've done and really wanting a chance to see you, wanting a chance to talk to you, whether that results in a second chance, a reconciliation, or closure. I really do feel for some of you, there has not been closure. It's needed. 100% it's needed. That's what's going to bring in the healing. All right, what else for Sagittarius? Yeah, this makes sense, guys. A broken heart. Something hurt you, something hurt you both. It might have something to do with other people. So time is necessary in order to heal this. And, you know, you can't put a time frame on healing. It takes time. It takes patience. You got to be kind to yourself. The root of it all, this person cares for you. They love you. They really do see you as a very special person. We see the soul recognition. You know, it was soul love at first sight. And if you relate to that, you felt it right from the start. I feel this person, regardless of their faults and their issues, they still care for you. They still love you. And they really would want to manifest a reunion here. That can't happen for everybody, but I feel there's somebody here who wants that. Could take some time. And we have the Temperance card coming through for this Sagittarius reading. So Sagittarius, you already know that it's not going to happen tomorrow. Healing will not happen in one day. It takes time, you know. So you have to be kind to yourself. Just be mindful of where you are on this journey to be able to recalibrate things for you, to be able to bring balance back into your life. This person has to be able to work on that for themselves too. And if what you're wanting at the end of the day is a reconciliation, that could happen, but it will take time. It's not going to manifest for you until perhaps the universe feels it's the right time. And in the meantime, are they thinking of you? Absolutely. You're both thinking of each other, I feel. You know, so there's something tied into the past that's very meaningful for both of you, but I feel it also has something to do with painful experiences and tower moments. They think about all of it, and maybe you think about it as well. You know, this as well is a card of reconciliations, or at least the desire to have that reunion. So if you're both open to it when the time is right, you know, you guys need to be able to choose each other again. And interesting how we've got the Two of Wands, because it's going to get you guys to a place where you got to focus on what you want to manifest in the future. You have to be able to choose each other. The Two of Wands can represent two different paths, one representing the past, one representing the future. And if you both choose the opportunity to move on and find the path that will lead you guys back to each other, then fantastic. If not, this is where you guys will end up, where it is a stalemate, you know, end of the road. So it depends on how it plays out for you. I feel for some of you, it'll give you a second chance if you want it. And for others, you're just going to know down deep, and so will this person coming through in this reading, that you guys had your time in this lifetime anyway. And if it wasn't rectified in this lifetime, I feel in the next lifetime, there's unfinished business. It'll give you guys time to address it at that point. All right, that is what I have, guys. If you're interested in your own reading, that info is down below in the description box. I will link the decks you've seen here as well. Thank you so very much, and I will catch you guys next time. Take care.